Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Freehold Borough Council Chambers. Regular meeting of the Mayor and Council of the Borough of Freehold is now, for April 15, 2015, is now called to order. Adequate notice of this meeting was provided at least 48 hours prior to the commencement of this meeting, pursuant to the provisions of Chapter 231. Man. What the heck's going on here? There's no English teachers in here. No? Oh, sorry. Okay, provision chapter 231 of the laws of 1975, the Open Public Meetings Act. Notice of the time, date, and location of this meeting has been provided by posting a copy of the public meeting dates on the municipal bulletin board and by sending a copy to the Asbury Park Press and the Star Ledger and filing a copy with the municipal clerk. I'd like to ask everyone to please stand for a salute to the flag, followed by a moment of silence. Dispensers, please lead us.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Roll call, please.
Mayor Payne.
Here.
Councilman Benedetto.
Here.
Councilman Freeman.
Here.
Councilwoman Jordan. Here. Councilman Reich.
Here.
Councilman Rogers. Here. Councilwoman Schutzer. Here.
Okay, item 4 on our agenda this evening is extremely exciting for us here on the Borough Council to be able to do this. So we have any colonials in the house? What a great winter you guys had, sports-wise. It was exciting to be part of it as spectators and to be cheering everybody along. So we have 3 different presentations, but I want to start off with Dan Lister and the boys swimming. I'm going to have you come up in a second, but I'm going to brag on you for a little bit because I don't know if everybody here knows you, but 2-time All-American in 2023 and 24, ranked the #1 swimmer in the state 2023 and 24, ranked #1 swimmer in the short conference 2023-24, first team All-State 2023-2024, 2004 Meet of Champions winner for the breaststroke, 2024 Meet of Champions third place individual medley, 2024 short conference champion breaststroke runner-up in the IM, 2024 Monmouth County champion breaststroke runner-up in the fly, 2023 Meet of Champions runner-up in the breast, third in the IM, 2023 Monmouth County co-champ High Point Award winner, champion in breast, champion in IM, 2023 short conference champion breaststroke runner-up in the IM, multiple championship rankings in 2022 and 2021. So this wasn't just one great year. He's had a career swimming for school records, All-American Time 1000 breaststroke, multi-time Freehold Regional High School District Medal Award winner, and Freehold Borough Athlete of the Month selection multiple times. So we'd like to ask Dan Lister to come forward. Congratulations. What a career. What a career. Thank you so much. So ask Councilwoman Schutzer to...
I just want to preface all of these awards tonight with the fact that we don't have you here because you are winners. You're all winners.
Yes.
We have you here because you have represented us in such a way as a gentleman, as a scholar, and all of you have. You brought this community together. I didn't know any of these people before this season. And some of them are glad that they didn't know me. But anyway, I had to call one of them, into better activity. Let's put it that way. Anyway, I don't want to take away from you. Thank you very much for everything you've done. The high school is a hidden gem, and every student there is. We have you here because you were gentlemen, you were team players, and you have done us all proud.
Yes.
Thank you. Now I want you to read this. Freelboro High School boys swim team, ranked #1 swimmer in New Jersey, 23 and 24. Ranked #1 swimmer, Shore Conference, 23 and 24. Two-time All-American, 23 and 24. First team All-State selection, 23-24. 2024 Meet of Champions winner, breaststroke, 5 school records, and multiple Freehold High School medal awards. Right here.
Quick picture and then
You must be very proud, and we're very proud. And these are the real award winners, the ones that have school dinners and chauffeurs.
for a picture also.
You want me to take a picture for you?
You cannot hide that borough pride.
Okay, now it's going to Malachi Pressey. Let me run through the season that he had too. Second in the high jump at Monmouth County Championship, jumping 6 feet 4 inches. How many people in here are over 6 feet tall? How many over 6 feet? Imagine that. There you go. Third in short conference championship, jumping 6 feet 4 inches. First place in the sectional championship, jumping 6 feet 4 inches. First place in the Group 3 championship, jumping 6 feet 7 inches. First place and the #1 overall seed in the high jump at the Meet of Champions, jumping 6 foot. Take a guess.
8.
8 inches. Sixth place in the New Balance Nationals meet in Boston. Earned All-American status. Freehold High School District Medal Award winner and Freehold Borough Athlete of the Month selection. Yeah, so same thing. I'll let Council President Schutzer read that
Freehold
again.
Borough High School, winter track and field.
Yes.
First sectional championship, 6 feet 4 inches. First group in first group 3 championship, 6 feet 7 inches. First place and first overall seed and meet the champions, 6 feet 8 inches. Sixth place nationals, All-American status. That's Malachi.
guy just started jumping 6 months ago. So this is amazing. And there's going to be a nice all-on story tomorrow on the press about him, and on Wednesday will be the competition. So 6 months.
I would like to, at this point, call up Mr. Mel, Josh Mel, who is the SECA, I don't know what that stands for, athletic director to me. Much easier to remember. Yes. Mr. Mel has certainly kept us all abreast of everything that's going on in the high school, all of the activities, and we appreciate that, absolutely. At this point, I would like for all of the coaches to please come up as well.
Yeah, coaches.
All of them. Track and swimming coaches up here too. Oh, they're here. Okay, great.
Before we bring the team up, I just want to run through a few things, because once the team all gets up here, it'll be a little chaotic with pictures. But the team won 24 games to record the most wins in Freehold Borough High School history. 24 wins this year. That statistic is not on this sheet, but in my opinion, is one of the most important, especially with the coaching staff up here. 2 years ago, this team was 0-21.
Oh. Key to that is within 2 short years, they played for the state championship in 2 years, recording 24 wins. For anyone that's played sports, that kind of turnaround is unheard of. So congratulations to this coaching staff and to the team. But the team won the State Central Jersey Group 3 State Sectional Championship for the first time in 51 years. I really hate to admit this one too, but I remember that 73 games. I had against a lot of those guys. So that's another tremendous. And the team won the Group 3 semifinals for the first time in history and advanced to the Group 3 final for the first time in school history. So that's a huge, you can give a huge round of applause. On most successful teams, even though the coach doesn't take the credit for it, it all starts at the top. But Coach Ben Tobias was selected as Coastal Aid Division Coach of the Year this year. Coach of the Year by New Jersey Basketball Coaches Association. One more. Shore Conference Coach of the Year by the Shore Sports Network. Next to Council President Schutzer, and we're going to call up the boys individually. Okay. You guys can call the boys individually, but you're going to say a couple words. That'd be a great time before everybody gets
Sure.
up.
I guess I just really want to thank everybody for coming out, tonight and supporting us throughout the entire season. I mean, it was tremendous outpour of support from the community, from the school itself, just from people that have graduated in the 20-some years that we've been around, that just come back to support these guys for all the effort and the hard work that they put in. So that's my biggest takeaway from the whole thing. Just, it's weird not being around them every day. We're talking to some of the parents on the way in, like it changes you. And you guys know I always appreciate you for that. So, thank you.
Sure. I'll do it however they're here. Mr. Mel has something he wants to say too.
Yeah.
It should be said.
Sure. Before we call up the boys and the basketball team, I'd like to thank Mayor King, Town Council, Councilwoman Chester, and really just the community at large for all your support. It's been fantastic. It was a special year. Before we get to the boys basketball team, I just want to recognize our coaching staff from the rest of the winter and the spring for swimming and boys track. And Coach Cooper from swimming does an outstanding job. Comes to work every day and puts people as good as they might be, like Dan, in positions to succeed and puts the team first. So how about a next round of applause? And our track program is a really special program. Obviously, to have unprecedented talent like Malachi, who really it was just stated, just became a jumper within the last year, to have the success that he had. As good as a natural athlete he is, it still couldn't be accomplished without coaching, right? And mentorship. And I'd like to, especially call out our coach, Coach Morale, Coach Lehman, and Coach Iliff, who have really been instrumental in his development. And like I said, we are blessed at Freeholboro to have fantastic coaches who put our kids and their success first. So just a really special team, and we're really grateful for it.
Well, I hope so. And I just want to recognize council too, because these folks came to those games, supported that team, and continue to support that team. I don't think there's been that many of us in a room together agreeing on anything since I've been on council. So they deserve a round of applause.
Yep.
Head coach.
Yep. So you can't just send it to yourself.
Thank you.
So we'll start with our head coach, who again, as Mayor King just mentioned, I think one of the things that goes unseen too is the fact that 2 years ago this team was 0-21, and if you walked into that gym and the players in this team will tell you whether they're 0-21 or 21-0, you wouldn't know because of the work ethic and the commitment he has to the team and the boys. And he brings that every day, and his accolades individually show that even though he doesn't want those things, he doesn't care about those things, which is just another mark of a truly great coach. That's Coach Ben Tobias. And Coach said this multiple times. And, there was a lot of great press articles written about the team and their run. But, no head coach could be as successful as they are without their assistant coaches. And we really do have the best assistant coaching staff in probably the state. And Coach mentioned that multiple times about trusting his assistant coaches, and he's got some great ones. And that starts with Coach Andrew Guy. And the same, again, I'd be repetitive, but the same goes for all of his assistant coaches, and that's Coach Lee Petronio. Oh, that one's tricky.
See?
Yeah. Our next coach was new to the program this year and brought a lot of youth and energy to it, and that's Coach Shaquem Richardson. And continuing on that youth and energy theme, Coach Elijah Barnes. All right, manager. Well, we got to shout him out, but you're never going to find a bigger fan of the than this individual. He could not be here tonight because he was managing the baseball team, and they won 12-4. You know, and we'll shout him out, and he'll be really, really thrilled to be here. Quick story about him: when we had our championship ring fitting, he came in with all of his past championship rings. He dropped them on the table for everyone to see. But that's Tyler Genke. Bunch of fantastic managers. They're all great. You see them at every single game doing stats. They hear a lot of things that the rest of the crowd doesn't hear. But that starts with Isabella Gasparo. Where do you go? You sit here. We'll create a room. And Jalissa Vigiano. Reese Wiley. And Lily Haig. All right, and now we get to the members of the team. This is a 4-year member of the team who was there in thin times and through thick times. You know, one of the leaders of the team, and that's Will Hahn. Same thing can be said for this next individual. You know, there for it all. You know, a key member of the team, always hitting big shots, and that's Sam Cranwell.
You want to smile at the camera?
Yeah, you guys good. He's not here tonight. You know, definitely a huge part of the team, getting the team ready for games, and it's Mike King Ridley Arts. This next young man came onto the team as a freshman last year, was a sophomore this year, and played some big minutes, and will definitely be relied upon in the future to play a significant vital role as this team continues to look for success, and that's Demir Lester. Yeah. Same thing can be said for this next young man. You know, definitely going to be a vital part of the team moving forward. Was there and played some big minutes this year, and going to play a lot of big minutes in the future, and that's Mike Cush. This next player is a senior. Played some big minutes throughout the year. He told me that he could windmill dunk in warm-ups. I didn't believe him and that he did it. So he made me eat that. But great kid, great volleyball player as well currently, and that's Hayden Reed. This next player, easily the fan favorite, goes by a different name than what's on here. You always hear the crowd chanting it. It's Jason Matthews, but we Next player, also a senior, one of the toughest kids and best teammates you'll ever see in high school athletics. Outstanding football player, outstanding basketball player, outstanding track athlete, and it's Matt Jafrida. Another significant role player who we rely on to play big minutes next year couldn't be here because he's currently finishing up his baseball game, and that's Cole Hurley. Again, his team is deep. A lot of significant players who helped the team get better in practice and stepped up onto the court when they had minutes. This player will be a significant factor moving forward, and that's Cade Keskel. Another player who stepped up at the end of the season to help the team get better in practice as they made their playoff run will be a factor moving forward. That's Joe Hayden. This next player was one of the significant leaders in his team for several years. Started as a freshman, so he had been there all 4 years through, like I said earlier, through the thickest and the thinnest one, perhaps. He just an absolute floor general with the basketball. Multiple times this year when they needed big shots to be made, he stepped up and hit them. Made everybody on the court better. He was selected second team Coastal A Division and played in the Senior All-Star game this past week, which is a prestigious honor. We will sincerely miss Christian Dees.
Now this time you have to, okay, shake the mayor's hand. Ron, look at your mom.
Turn around.
Look, ready? Thank you.
This player was new to the team this year, but not new to Freehold. I'll quote Mr. Otto, our longtime security officer, who's been in that gym for 26 years. He said he's never seen a player jump or have the athleticism that this player has, and I would probably second that. And if you watched, if you watched, there's many highlight reels, including the state championship with a chase down block and dunk in the game. This player was also selected second team Coastal A Division, and he's coming back for his senior year, and that's Kwame Rapp. Our next young man made a tremendous jump in his junior year to be one of the most significant factors in the postseason. He is coming back for his senior year as well. He was selected first team Coastal A Division, and that is Aiden Hanglin.
I have to tell you that I had my picture taken with him at Battle of the Classes, and I said, "Ooh, could I use this in my campaign?" He looked at me like I had two heads.
And last but not least, this player has also been on the varsity since he was a freshman. He's currently a junior, so he's been there. He's been there through it all. If you watch this team, I think one of the biggest compliments you could give is that any given night, any player could step up and change the outcome of a game. And on more nights than most, this player did. This young man was selected first team Coastal A Division, and he was recognized as second team All-Shore Conference, and he is also coming back for a special senior year, and that's Brian Tess. All right, we're gonna get a group shot of the basketball team and the coaching staff. Everybody associated with the basketball team. We'll get a picture. Take a picture. Right, so we're gonna have Flavia and Aiden and pass it back.
We just need to say one more thing, and that is, I want all of the parents to stand. Without people to encourage these gentlemen and ladies, and without people to hold meals and chauffeur and do everything you do, these would not be up here. So we want to thank you for the example that you have set and for the encouragement that you have given to these fine young people. And in closing, let me just say, go.
We're all alumni we have in the audience.
Ready, take pictures. Steve was saying, are you really?
Who's second, Steve?
Good.
You're not second.
We're going to continue on with our agenda. Item 5 this evening, workshop discussion. Do we have anything on it? We don't have anything on the workshop. Item 6, our administrator's report. Our administrator, Steve Gallo.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Members of the council, residents here in the chamber, and watching at home. I'll briefly synopsize some of the activities of the borough over the past month, and answer any questions that you might have. With regard to our hometown redevelopment project, we're working on finalizing the legal documents designating the developer, the redevelopers agreement, and the contract for purchase of our property that we're selling to Cappadocia. Their attorneys are reviewing the documents, and we have a meeting scheduled for next Monday with our professionals to finalize the agreements. The Cappadocia organization has hired Barton Reed, a noted historic architect, to be the architect overall over the project. I met with Mr. Reed, and his employees are in the field now. They're doing some surveying work. You may have seen them downtown at the project site. And I expect that we'll have the final agreements in place and before the council for consideration at a meeting in May. 200 Park Avenue, the developer is moving closer to the start of actual construction. They filed their water and sewer permit applications, and they've been advised of the connection fees. Once they pay the fees, they'll be able to pull construction permits and get started on their actual construction. The Starbucks is moving ahead. Most of the site work exterior to the building has been completed. They appear to have an area zoned off for an outdoor cafe with tables for outside, as well as perfecting their drive-through. We had a meeting earlier this month with our professional staff and the professional staff of the township with regard to the Nestle property. We're talking about working collaboratively to see what need that property could be redeveloped to in the future. There's a lot of different ideas floating around about what everyone would like to to see that property become. We had a meeting with a company that supposedly locates new industries to take over existing industrial processing plants, and they are looking for potential tenants to move in and use the Nestle facility. So that would be hopeful if we can get a number of jobs out of the existing facility. Likewise, we continue to work with Disability Allies with regard to their project at 25 West Main Street. It's presently a vacant lot. They're looking to put up 17 residential units exclusively for developmentally disabled people, and they will have a cafe downstairs that will employ those folks in meaningful employment. And we're working with the developer to finalize the rehabilitation plan. We have a lot of work beginning in the borough. Safe Routes to Transit and the Downtown Pedestrian Safety Project is scheduled to kick off in about a week or so. Downtown Freehold, we've met with the contractor who won the job, Precise Construction of Freehold Township. It's good to employ local vendors, and they were the low bidder on the job. So they're going to be doing work resetting bricks, the brick walkways downtown, trying to take out the ripples and the defects that have developed over the years since those sidewalks were initially employed. They're also looking at several drainage improvements and safety crosswalk improvements, as well as an enhancement of the intersection of Throckmorton and Main Street. That's a big part of this project, and we should see an improvement. Center Street is in the process of being repaved. The gas utility is doing that work yesterday and today. They're working on it, should be finished up tomorrow. They're doing from the borough limit to 3rd Street, which was the area that they disturbed when they did work on a gas main. We have grant funds available to pave Lloyd Street, and we're going to be hiring an engineer in the near future to get that designed. Throckmorton Street is, the design has been completed and submitted to New Jersey Department of Transportation. This is our local aid project for this year, and we'll see milling and resurfacing of Throckmorton Street from the borough limits to Monmouth Avenue, and then picking up again on Main Street to South Street. Depending upon the pricing we get when we bid it, we're considering putting Monmouth Avenue in the job as well if we get some competitive pricing. We have funds also available from local aid DOT for Bond Street and Liberty Street. It's not enough funding to complete the entire job, so we are applying for CDBG funding to supplement the money that we have. And once we get an approval on that grant funding, we'll be able to put the job together and put it out to bid. At Lake Toponimus, there are some new exercise stations that were fully funded by the Department of Community Affairs Local Recreational Improvement Program. That job is complete, and we hope that the community will go out and enjoy it. Liberty Street Park Phase 1 centered around a rehabilitation of the basketball goals. We're also doing walking trail improvements around the perimeter of the park, exercise stations, and a refurbished gazebo at Liberty Street. This work is entirely funded by grants, so that's what took a little time in getting it done. But Green Acres, County Open Space, and there's also a small component that is participatory budgeting. We also have Phase 2 on that job, which we have $350,000 in grant funding that Senator Gopal was able to get us, and we are looking for additional funds to install pickleball courts and a new play structure. Musgrave Park has $125,000 in Green Acres funds available to conduct a rehabilitation. Likewise, Lenore Park, we've applied for Green Acres funding, and on both of those we have to come up with a match, so we're going to use county open space funds to match the DEP Green Acres funds, again, to get those two parks rehabilitated entirely with grants. We have a number of omnibus park improvements at various locations. We're putting in water fountains, bike repair stations, and other park improvements, benches and the like, at various parks throughout town, all through County Open Space Grant as well. We talked about Nestle earlier. Just going in the wrong direction. The library renovation hopefully is winding down. There's been an enhanced attention given to the project, and the site work is basically complete now. They're doing finish work inside, painting and carpentry work, and we're hopeful that the library will be able to move into the building at the beginning of May or at the end of this month. There's still waiting on some parts for the elevator, which needs to be installed, but they're in transit. We also have, we're continuing to work with our business partners in the community with regard to parking issues. We want to arrive at an appropriate schedule of paid parking that meets the needs of the business community while not creating additional burden on our taxpayers. Last week, the revenue went up slightly. Wasn't able to get this week's, I'm sorry, the week before last it went up slightly. I don't have last week's numbers yet because of a computer transition issue. We're continuing to work with our stakeholders to determine the optimum structure to meet the needs of both the borough and our community. We also have qualified for a grant at the Court Street School for $2.2 million. We have been in contact with officers of the Court Street School Community Education Foundation, and we're working collaboratively with them to create certain enhancements at the school to use it for more robust public purposes. The money that's available is specifically designed to help prepare the building for an emergency situation, so it could be like a community center in the event of an emergency. A new project that we're starting to work on involves the creation of 2 soccer mini pitches in town. We've been working with Chris Nasbo, who brought us this to our attention, and we've had a meeting with our grants people as well as Councilmember Jordan and Mayor Kane, and we're looking for an appropriate location to put up these soccer mini pitches, which are sure to be a big hit with the community. We're also pursuing a Main Street, New Jersey designation, which is an important and prestigious designation for our downtown district. We're working closely with Downtown Freehold on that. And the 3rd annual Half Mile of Horses is underway. If you're interested in participating, you can get information on the program at the borough website, on the website or through our Facebook page. And we hope that people are interested and that they'll try and take their hand at participating. That's what we've been up to. If you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer them.
Thank you.
I have a question.
Yes, sir.
I would strongly suggest, we have been known to do partials on road resurfacing.
Yes.
If we do have money, we could do from Throckmorton to Stokes on Monmouth Avenue.
Yes.
I would strongly, if we can't do it all, we should at least do up to that point.
It's definitely in need of it.
In dire need.
We do have a price from the county, and if we can't do it as part of a professional job, then we can ask the county to assist us, and they do pretty good work at a reasonable price. So,
But I wouldn't be opposed to doing
Right.
Stokes to Throckmorton Street, that part of it.
yes, sir, it absolutely needs it.
Also, on the library, in my mind, the outside lighting on the west side of the building do not blend in well with Freehold Borough.
Okay.
I don't know if HPC had looked at that, or if anybody from the historical preservation had looked at that, but I don't know. Does anybody else feel that way? And I would strongly look to maybe change them out, and if we wanted to do that, what's the procedure to do that?
At this point, we can do it as a change order. Light fixtures are not particularly expensive. It is not a difficult change, and I'll look into that.
I would agree with that.
Adam, did the HPC look at that?
I believe so, but I don't remember for sure, so.
My understanding is they just looked at the front, the front,
Yes.
they did not look at the lighting, they were not given a lighting plan
That's correct.
for that project.
Yeah, that's correct.
I don't know, I'm just trying to cross my T's and dot my I's and make sure they're beautiful. That's just my opinion.
That makes a lot of sense. We'll certainly take a look at it.
I don't have a question, I have a comment.
Sure.
I'm getting a lot of feedback from the residents on the SDL.
Yes.
You can go online, you can report quality of life issue, a pothole, whatever it is, and they're really, really happy with it, and they feel like they have a voice, and within 48 hours, it's been taken care of.
It's pretty resourceful. it comes directly to the appropriate person, it doesn't get bogged up in the bureaucracy. You get an answer immediately, you get an acknowledgement and a number for your case, and then when the project's closed out, you get a response telling you that the job is done. It's the first thing that pops up in the morning, so it's usually the first thing you do.
Is there any way we could follow up on that? Any way we could see like a report of what's been filed and
Sure.
follow-up action? I think that'd be
There,
interesting.
there's all kinds of reports we can generate, I'll figure it out and get something together.
Great
idea, Steve. I know 3 people are very happy with it.
Absolutely.
Thanks. Anybody else? Okay, thank you. Item 7 is approval of minutes council meeting April 1st, 2024.
Mr. Mayor, I'd like to move that, please.
I'll second that, please.
Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Councilperson Benedetto?
Yes.
Friedman?
Yes.
Jordan?
Yes.
Reich?
Yes.
Rogers?
Yes.
Schuster?
Yes.
Okay, the minutes of council meeting April 1st, 2024 are approved. Item 8 is a second reading and public hearing ordinance 2024/6 to amend and supplement Title 8 Health and Safety of the Code of the Borough of Freehold. This is a second reading and public hearing. I'd like to open up to the public. If anyone from the public would care to comment on this ordinance, please step forward, state your name and address for the record.
Seeing no public comments, I'd like to close the public portion, please.
Second?
Roll call, please.
Councilperson Benedetto?
Yes.
Friedman?
Yes.
Jordan?
Yes.
Reich?
Yes.
Rogers?
Yes.
Schuster?
Yes.
Okay, the public portion is closed. We have a resolution adopting ordinance 2024/6 and authorization of publication.
I'll move that.
Second?
Discussion? Roll call, please.
Councilperson Benedetto?
Yes.
Friedman?
Yes.
Jordan?
Yes.
Reich?
Yes.
Rogers?
Yes.
Schuster?
Yes.
Okay, ordinance 2024/6 is adopted. Item 9 is a second reading and public hearing of ordinance 2024/7 to amend and supplement Title 15, Building and Construction of the Code of the Borough of Freehold. Again, this is second reading, public hearing. I could open up to the public. If anyone from the public care to address this ordinance, please step forward, state your name and address for the record.
Seeing no comment from the public, I move the public portion be closed. Second?
Roll call, please.
Councilperson Benedetto?
Yes.
Friedman?
Yes.
Jordan?
Yes.
Reich?
Yes.
Rogers?
Yes.
Schuster?
Yes.
Okay, the public portion is closed. We have a resolution adopting ordinance 2024/7 and authorization of publication.
Mr. Mayor, I'd like to move that ordinance, please.
Second?
Discussion? Roll call, please.
Councilperson Benedetto?
Yes.
Friedman?
Yes.
Jordan?
Yes.
Reich?
Yes.
Rogers?
Yes.
Schuster?
Yes.
Okay, ordinance 2024/7 is adopted. Item 10 is the introduction of the 2024 municipal budget notice for the Borough of Freehold. Establishing a date for a public hearing is May 21st, 2024, and authorization and publication of required notices.
I'd like to move that.
I'll second.
Discussion?
Yes. I just want to thank our CFO, Kathy, for all the work she put into there. It was a bit challenging this year, but she put the hammer down and, you know, she made sure that we presented a budget that was reasonable, but allowed us to maintain the level of service that, that the borough is known for. So, I just want to extend my appreciation to her, and, I think it's a really good budget.
I would like to thank you and your committee along with Kathy.
Thank you.
Thank you. Any other comments? Roll call, please.
Councilperson Benedetto?
Yes.
Friedman?
Yes.
Jordan?
Yes.
Reich?
Yes.
Rogers?
Yes.
Schuster?
Yes.
Okay, the 2024 municipal budget for the Borough of Freehold is introduced. Item 11 is our consent agenda. Just to note that matters listed on the items of consent agenda are required to conduct the day-to-day operation of the borough and will be enacted by one motion, the form listed below. There'll be no separate discussion of these items. If discussion is desired of any items, that item will be considered separately. Somebody like to move consent agenda items CR1 through CR6?
I'll move that.
Second, please.
Discussion? Roll call, please.
Councilperson Benedetto?
Yes.
Friedman?
Yes.
Jordan?
Yes.
Reich?
Yes.
Rogers?
Abstain.
Schuster?
Yes.
Okay, consent agenda items CR1 through CR6 are adopted. That's the end of our consent agenda.
Mr. Mayor,
Yes.
Before you move on from the consent agenda, I'd like to introduce a resolution. I'd like to introduce a resolution modifying meter parking regulations and rates. And I'll just read this. Whereas the Borough of Freehold, County of Monmouth, the borough is a public body, corporate, and political of the state of New Jersey, and whereas the board instituted meter parking in certain areas of its lots and certain on its streets. And whereas on February 12th, 2024, the borough introduced and adopted resolution number 71-24, and in which rates were metered for meter parking was amended so allowed an analysis of the plan, which the borough subsequently extended until May 6, 2024. And whereas recent discussion indicated an additional change must be further to enact complementation of codifying the changes. Now therefore be resolved by the Mayor and Council of the Borough of Freehold, Monmouth County, New Jersey, as follows. Number 1, that pursuant to Borough Code 10.14.15, the borough shall temporarily amend the rate and times of metered parking as noted in resolution number 71 through 24 and subsequent resolution extension. In addition, metered times are now suspended on Wednesdays unless specifically modified herein. All other rates and times remain in full force and effect. Now the provision of the resolution shall automatically expire on May 6, 2024, unless extended by the borough governing body. I'd like to move that.
I'll second, please.
Any discussion?
This is just, this change is from ongoing discussions that we're having with our downtown partnership. And we're just trying to make sure that on May 6th, we have everything in place in order, that this is gonna be successful for the downtown partnerships, and we are going to fulfill our what we wanna do is make sure that we have parking for all the people that are working downtown and to have an effective parking management program.
Any further discussion?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, go ahead. No, I yield to you.
I just want to say, while I'll approve the temporary measure to extend parking, I've had several conversations with our CFO regarding the parking, and I'm not comfortable with extending this indefinitely, so we will definitely have to see how these 2 weeks go. So I'm conditionally approving this tonight, but I will yield to the advice of our CFO going forward, and if her advice is to, that this would impact the revenue that we receive from parking, then I will not approve this beyond the 2 weeks.
Any further discussion?
Yeah, I just wanted to say, before, the proverbial thing gets the internet, that this mayor and council are committed to making this work by working with everybody who is a stakeholder in this situation to make certain that everything works the way it should to everybody's benefit. And I just want everybody to understand that I don't know of any projects that get started without bumps in the road. And I consider all of even though we all want to scream over this, I consider everything we've been through as absolutely normal and necessary to work out all of the kinks. And without a doubt, this mayor's guidance is exactly that. And that's what we're doing. So before anybody gets, all upset about this, that's what we're doing.
Thanks. Any further comment?
Yeah, I just want to say, I do appreciate all of Mayor and Council's dedication to listening to the business owners and working with the business owners. They are the lifeblood of our community, and your dedication and openness to their needs as well as the needs of the residents. It is all a circular No, it's the
Everybody.
whole, it's
Stakeholders.
all stakeholders in town. And at the end of the day, Sharon's absolutely right, we're gonna get to a system that satisfies all the needs. So I appreciate everyone's diligence and hard work.
Any further comment? Roll call, please.
Councilperson Benedetto?
Yes.
Freeman.
Abstain.
Jordan.
Yes.
Reich.
Yes.
Rogers.
Yes.
Schuster.
Yes.
The resolution is adopted. Item 12 is approval of bills.
I'd like to move we approve our bills.
I will second that motion.
Discussion? Roll call, please.
Councilperson Benedetto?
Yes.
Freeman.
Yes.
Jordan.
Yes.
Reich.
Yes.
Rogers.
Yes.
Schuster.
Yes.
Chair, bill list is approved. Item 13 is public comments. If anyone from the public would care to make a comment to the governing body, please step forward, state your name and address for the record.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Ted Eckhart, 4 Cottage Place in Freehold. As a resident who makes every effort as best as I can to attend the council meetings, I was disturbed by what I witnessed at the last meeting, which was held in this chamber on April 1st. Following the completion of the meeting, as council was getting ready to move into executive session, a resident of Freehold aggressively approached the council, thrusting his phone at their faces, and was obviously very agitated. He then carried on his rant out in the hallway and could be heard out in the lobby continuing that rant. I found the entire incident, which is also on tape, to be threatening, very non-productive, and I hate to see it in meetings like this in a town like Freehold where residents show up to try to be positive and make positive statements and get things accomplished. So just my thoughts on what had transpired that night, and I appreciate your listening.
Thank you. Any further public comment?
Hi, Kathy Eckhart, 4 Cottage Place. It's family night for us. So I just wanted to thank the council for your continued perseverance in getting Center Street paved. I know that that's been tough to get accomplished. It needed to be done, and I appreciate your time and effort in getting that accomplished.
Thank you. Any further public comment?
I have 2 quick comments and a question.
State your name and address.
My name is Surendra Pesh. I'm at 29 Bow Avenue. The first 2 involve the police department, so I'm glad you guys are here. One is the issue of, I'd like the town to do sort of an educational campaign to teach people the difference between a doorbell and a car horn. Because I gotta tell you, in my neighborhood, it starts at like 5 a.m. and it's all day and all night. People just leaning on the horns, not just individuals, but the taxis as well. And they sometimes really lean on the horns. And there's no cost for that. With today's technology, they can text, they can call, or they can get out off their lazy butts and go walk up to the door. But all this car horn business is just outrageous. That's number one. The other one is Title 8.36 in town, the noise ordinance. We're getting into the warmer weather now, and the police department will probably verify this with all the noise complaints I've made over the past few years. But it's getting worse. And on a nice day, you cannot have your windows open because you won't be able to hear your own TV. They have these parties with DJs and loudspeakers, and you can hear them blocks away. Sometimes the point my windows rattling, and it's really inappropriate. The Title 8 in the borough says you can't produce any noise electronically, especially that cannot be heard more than 50 feet from your property line. And these people completely disregard it. And if you go and talk to them, these guys have to go back 2-3 times per incident to get these people to quiet down. And there is a fine in place in the ordinance of $1,250. I'd like to see that get enforced more so that people get the message, hey, if we're gonna have a party, we either have to work this into our budget or be respectful of our neighbors. And the third thing is a question. You mentioned paving Throckmorton from the borough limit to Monmouth. Does that include fixing the issue of that really depressed sewer drain?
If there is a depressed sewer drain, it will.
Oh, it's bad.
it will
If
be
you're
found.
coming around where Throckmorton starts to turn after the industrial
Sure.
area, it'll rip the wheel off your car if you hit it.
We will make sure that that gets repaired.
Thank you very much, and thank everybody for everything they do in the borough. We really appreciate it.
I have a question for you real quick.
Yeah.
Do you know which particular, is there a particular taxi company that is specifically problematic, or is it just all of
I've
them?
seen multiple, and I've called them, the taxi companies and said, this taxi's just here. Please tell them not to use their horn as a doorbell, and it's completely disregarded. If you want, I can start getting taxi numbers and
Oh,
stuff.
good.
That's up to
I
you guys.
can do that.
And as far as the noise complaint, we implemented an order, it's at least a year, possibly 2 years ago, where if the officer responds to a noise complaint and the citizen doesn't want to sign complaints, they just want the officer to tell the person to shut the noise, quiet the noise down, or the person's anonymous, they're not giving their name. The officer has discretion that first visit. They get called a second time, it's a standing order. They get issued a summons and they're being brought to court. Whether the complainant's anonymous, then the officer will go and testify, or if the person isn't anonymous, then we'll have them come to court also.
Okay, so I've never said that I need to remain anonymous.
You can.
Oh, I understand, but I
You'll
do.
do it. That's the majority of it.
I don't care if my neighbors think I'm to get off my horn.
But there shouldn't be
I really don't
there
care.
shouldn't be a police officer responding 3 times for the one noise complaint. It's a standing order. Like I said, they go once, it's discretion. Second time they go, even if they don't hear it, it's being issued.
I've never been given the option of signing a complaint. I've been asked, do you want officers to come and talk to you? And I always say, I don't care if they come and talk to me, I just want to, stop.
It's strange because last summer it wasn't bad. It seems to come in drips and drabs. Like one summer it's really, one season's really bad, and then the next summer you're like, where are all the noise complaints? It comes in waves, it seems to be. But that's the standing order. There shouldn't be a Freehold Borough police officer responding 3 times, 4 times to one party or one noise complaint.
And if there is a party going on, will officers stop and have them tone it down?
If the officers drive by and discover it themselves, yes, but most of the times it's a complaint.
Okay. All right, thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you.
Hello, everybody again. I just want to say thank you guys. Every time I'm here on Bond Street, I get that. So I appreciate that. But I really want to thank every one of you. Some of you I've been working with on some things, and I appreciate your taking the time and listening to me complain all the time, but that's me. But anyway, I just want to say thank you all for doing a good job, and thank you all for just hearing me sometimes when you don't want to hear it, but I appreciate it. So thank you. And my name is Yolanda Curry, I forgot. Curry, for Bond Street. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Anyone else from the public going to make a public comment?
Seeing no further comment from the public, I move the public portion be closed.
Second. Roll call, please.
Councilperson Benedetto?
Yes.
Freeman?
Yes.
Jordan? Yes. Reich?
Yes.
Rogers?
Yes.
Shelton?
Yes.
Okay, our public comment section is closed. Item 14 are council reports and comments. Start off with Council President Schutzer.
Yes. Don't forget that the hydrant flushing is Wednesday, and you could experience groundwater, so be careful what you wash. Let it run if you're experiencing that, and it will clear. It starts at, I think, 8 in the morning and goes until it is finished in town.
This week, right?
Yes.
Pardon me?
It's this week?
Yes, the 17th, this week, yes. On Saturday, the 27th of April, the DEA Take Back Medications will be held at the police station from 10 until 2, and any over-the-counter or prescription drugs that you don't want can be returned there. They'll take them back for you. The McGacken Award is May 17th, and we're still accepting reservations, so just get your money in and you'll have a good time, I'm sure. The Alliance Golf Outing is the May 20th at Battleground. We're accepting golfers, we're accepting gifts to put into baskets, and we'll be happy to speak with you about that if anybody is interested. And I think that's all. Oh, no. That's all right. Yeah. On the consent agenda, you saw that we had an agreement with High Focus Center, And that, I want you to know, was done with money that was given to us, awarded to us through the opioid use, whatever the program's called, the settlement. And we were given a certain amount of money, and so we have chosen to have an agreement with High Focus so that our residents can go there and get help if they need it.
And can I just
Yes.
add that on? And so that'll be for underinsured or uninsured residents of Freehold Borough. And we're gonna share the information out. We've done it with the police department, the first aid, as well as Rehoboth, the school district.
Thank you. Councilmember Di Benedetto.
Yes, I wish all the early bird visitors we had earlier were still here. I'd just like to congratulate all the parents who do everything off the field or out of the pool to get them in the pool or on the field. The little things like washing the uniforms, make sure they eat, make sure they do the work, homework, make sure they go to school, get practice. Very appreciative of what they do. I'm a little angry at Coach Guy. Didn't come up here and say hello to me. I've known the kid since he was a little kid, number one. Number two, before he was 0-21, he was 0-21 at the girls' school, which he coached. So he was 0 for 42. He's come a long way.
Thank you for pointing that out. I'll make sure you.
But anyway, the coaches, you know what, they got awards tonight, pieces of paper, but what they have gained out of respect from the other shore coaches, the other shore, the referees. In my daily business, I get to talk to a lot of coaches from all over the state, from all over, or referees from all over the state, do many, many games. They've gained a lot of respect to these kids. And I think, that, you can't put a label on that, the respect that they have gained. And the kids, I remember the 73 team also, they went to school junior year at Freehold Township High School, we're one school. The following year, they split again, they went back to Freehold Borough School. So they didn't have it easy either, they didn't have a park to grow up in, they didn't have one-on-one coaches, they didn't have tutors the way they did. They went to Teddy Throckmorton's house, am I right? When you were a little kid, if you were lucky, you got into a game. And all colors, all races, all faiths went there and played. It was great, and that's what Freehold Borough is all about. But the kids got an award tonight, and which they greatly accepted. But they will cherish the banners that go up. About 4 or 5 years from now, they'll cherish it. They really will. I've been in that boat. I've seen banners that I've earned, and you cherish those. So we just want to say for the last time to the kids, thank you for taking us on the ride. It was a great ride. Right, Sharon? We've got nothing to do now.
Yeah.
It was good to see the clerk there at all the games.
Yeah.
That's about all I have to say. Thank you all for coming out.
Thank you. Councilmember Jordan.
Thank you. Just got a couple of things, a lot going on, springtime. The Mayor's Wellness Committee has partnered with the PBA to bring on, to sponsor a bike education and bike rodeo program on April 27th from 11 to 1 p.m. at the Park Avenue Complex. That's 280 Park Avenue. We're going to have some classes in the morning for e-bike safety, as well as usage and do's and don'ts when you're out there in the community. And then a little bit later, we're going to have the younger participants do a little bike rodeo. We encourage everybody to bring their bikes. We'll have somebody checking them out, make sure they're safe to ride, and we'll be giving away T-shirts and other giveaways as well. I think we have 1 or 2 bikes to give away too. So it should be a fun day. On May 11th, the Mayor's Wellness Committee, along with From My Heart to Yours and Recreation, will hold a wellness in the park from 11 to 2, and that's going to be in Vineyard Park. There will be giveaways from Stop and Shop. We're going to have a senior self-defense demo. Some of our healthcare partners will be there. That'll be the VNA, Neighbor Connections to Health, Freehold Municipal Alliance. Also, Center State will be there, screening for high blood pressure and A1C. We're also going to have food giveaways too. All free. Come on out, enjoy the day. That's the same day as the yard sale. So as everybody's out shopping, stop by and have a little fun. And a lot of information will be given as that. A couple of things with recreation. Recreation has purchased some chess tables that will be going into a couple of our parks. They should be going in for a couple of weeks. We have them now. We're just waiting for a good time to get them out there. Recreation Camp is now accepting applications for both campers and counselors. So if you know anybody who would like to attend camp and or have a job for the summer, you can go right on the borough website and download the paperwork. What else we said? We talked about, the yard sale is gonna be May 11. You know, if anybody would like to participate and have a yard sale, just go online, download the forms and send them back over here and come pick up your sign. Fireworks are returning to Freehold Raceway. It's gonna be July 3rd, so mark your calendars on that. Just wanted to talk a little bit on Thursday night. The Board of Health had a demonstration from the Freehold Area Board, the Health Department, and they brought up a couple different programs that are available for our residents here in Freehold Borough that you can take advantage of. And a couple of them, one is chronic disease management, where it's a 6-week program for some of our seniors to help them manage their chronic diseases, navigate the healthcare system. So the educators will either come to them or they'll do it via Zoom in order for them to participate. They also run a CPR Heart Saver certification for professionals such as teachers, coaches, that kind of stuff. So again, they'll come out, that they do all that in person, but they'll also do one that's a non-certified one for friends and family if you just want to come out and learn CPR. So again, they're offering that through the Freehold Area Health Department. So if anybody's interested, and then one other thing, they're doing a suicide prevention training to make people aware of youths that are at high risk for suicide and to recognize the signs. So if you're interested in any of those programs, participating in any of those programs, just go into the Freehold Area Health Department website and you can get all the information and just give them a call over there. So it's some really great stuff for our residents to take advantage of. You can do them via, and one other thing, participatory budgeting launched today. So if anybody has an amazing idea on how to spend $200,000, you can go on the borough website and you can download the forms and send them right in. It's all under the participatory budgeting part of that. And just a big shout out to all of the athletes that were here tonight. You know, they made Freehold Borough extremely proud, and they should be extremely proud of their accomplishments. So, and one other thing, yesterday I had an opportunity to go to Reverend Sparks' 11th anniversary celebration. He's been at Bethel for 11 years, and it was moving, and it was uplifting, and it was a wonderful experience. And I thank Reverend Sparks for inviting us over. That's it.
Thank you. Councilmember Rogers.
Thank you. Just a reminder that in Freehold Borough, we do have a shade tree commission who takes care of the trees in our town, and we are always looking for new members that can help us with the pruning, the watering, the fertilizing. The DPW does help us, but we could definitely use a few more hands. We have our meeting this Thursday, and we will be judging the posters from the 21st Century program at Park Avenue Elementary School. And, we always get a good batch of posters. And then on April 24th, we will be going to the school, the 24th? 25th. We'll be going to the school and presenting the winners with their gift certificates and things like that. It's always a fun time, so if anybody is available, please, stop by and join us in celebrating Arbor Day with the children. On May 11th, the Court Street School Board is sponsoring a fundraiser. It's the 1920s Gala, and it'll be held at the First Aid Building over in Freehold Township. And the tickets are $50, and you can reach out to someone on the board or myself if you'd like to attend that event. And I just want to also extend my congratulations again to all of our outstanding athletes. They have just made us, like Sharon always says, you can't hide that borough pride. They have made us proud of their sportsmanship, but also their scholarship, because every one of them seems to do well in school, which is also important. So I want to congratulate them on their outstanding achievements, and just pray that they continue to do well in their chosen sport. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilmember Reich.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. First off, I'd like to welcome Malia Evans to the Human Relations Advisory Commission. She's a welcome addition to the committee, and we look forward to having her with us. Just a reminder that we are currently prepping for brush pickup. April is the month where you can put out your brush, and it's getting picked up in May. So keep an eye out on the borough page for news about what streets and when are going to get picked up. Remember, logs and branches have to be less than 4 feet long. I was very excited to see the pedestrian bike bridge that has gone up over Center Street. It's been a long time coming that we've been trying to get the Henry Hudson Trail further into Freehold, and it's very exciting to see progress made on the trail system, and I'm really looking forward to taking a walk down there come the nicer weather. Freehold Borough's Little League's opening day was this past Saturday. They had a great parade from the firehouse down Main Street to the fields. I'd like to congratulate Councilwoman Rogers and Mayor Kane for perfect down-the-plate strikes on their opening pitches from softball and over and regular pitch, respectively. Let me tell you, we're lucky we didn't have the speed guns going on those pitches.
They were strikes on effort.
Yes. No, but it was great to see all the kids getting ready to play and all the coaches, and it's always an exciting time at the Little League. So if you're around on a Saturday morning or during the week when they have the games, go by and stop by and cheer. Doesn't matter who you cheer for, the kids love it, and it's always a good outing. In regards to the Human Relations Advisory Commission's educational tour, we are holding off until the library is completed and available for use. Committee had a discussion last meeting, and with some strong input from our tour guides, historian Kevin Coyne and former Mayor Nolan Higgins, we would feel that it was a disservice to the educational tour to not be able to feature the library, specifically the inside of the library with all the work that's being done. So we're still in the planning stages, or back in the planning stages, but we're hoping to be able to start it at Court Street School, traverse into town. There's a number of buildings and facilities in town that we want to tour, and then end up at the library. So as soon as we get that something confirmed, I will certainly get that out there. Memorial Day Parade is the next big event that's coming up. Well, one of the big events that's coming up in Freehold. A couple of announcements from the parade committee. The weekend prior to the parade, there are some events going on. Saturday night at the First Presbyterian Church will be a concert by Father Alphonse's Orchestra of St. Peter's by the Sea. This is he's a huge draw. There's a beachside church that's in Point Pleasant. He does concerts and whatnot, so we're really looking forward and really happy to have Father Alphonse's Orchestra with us. Sunday at Maplewood Cemetery, there's going to be a decoration celebration. And you'll see a flyer coming out soon with all the dates and all the events and things going on. And of course, Monday, May 27th is the parade itself. It starts with Elks Point ceremony at 8:30 a.m. Parade at 9:45 a.m. This year's Grand Marshal is Corporal Joseph Arcolio, who is the oldest member of the Corporal Phillips Reynolds Attachment of the Marine Corps League. And I'll have a further announcement about the entire day's event in the first meeting in May. And lastly, it's getting warmer. It's t-shirt weather. Who wouldn't want a new t-shirt? It's very easy to get a new t-shirt. There's a QR code on a flyer right outside in the hallway. This is a t-shirt that supports the Memorial Day Parade Committee, and it celebrates our 150th anniversary of the parade. So if you're looking for a new t-shirt to go around town in and to show your borough pride, this would be a great addition to your collection. So thank you everybody for staying with us tonight. $20, yes. Thank you for everybody for staying tonight. Good seeing everybody, and looking forward to seeing everybody soon. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Councilmember Freeman.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Also, I too want to congratulate the high school students. Those are memories that they will share for the rest of their lives. Bethel, it's always enjoyable to go to Bethel. While I'm not a very religious person, I do find their service is extremely uplifting, and it's a fun place to go to. And so, thank you for the hospitality we always receive there. Steve Gallo mentioned it, but the Half Mile of Horses get your application in if you want to enter. Last week for the applications for Porch Fest. Porch Fest is our May 19th, so if you want a band in or if you want to have your porch showcase some music, this is the last week to get your application in, so get it in. Harmony in the Park. We went around, Dan, Xavier, and I, to a bunch of all the houses that abut the park itself. Not Green Acres behind the park, but the actual park. We got, no one has said anything negative. It was all either very positive or whatever. You know, so it was nice to get that positive feedback. Another number of people plan on sitting on their back porch and enjoying an adult beverage from their porch instead of coming out to the park. So that'll be a nice night for them as well. First show will be on the 15th, 6:30. That's the J Sweet Academy. And then our May 29th is the Freoboro High School Band. I was also going to mention the bike rodeo, but I just want to comment on that also. That's important because there are bicycle ordinances about riding bicycles on sidewalks and, you know, going with the right flow of traffic. So these are things that are going to be covered at this bike rodeo for both, you know, students and parents and adults. So if anyone has any questions about the bike regulations, this is a great opportunity to see firsthand what they are. And then when it comes to yard sales, it is yard sale time. There is the borough-wide yard sale, but if you are going to do a yard sale, please remember there are permits that you have to get a permit with the clerk, and it is, you know, you're not allowed to post stuff, you know, banners or posters to the telephone poles. It becomes a cluttered mess, and then someone has to go around either Streets and Roads or me or other people have to go around and take these signs down on Sunday or Monday. So, you know, going forward, it will be noted who's putting signs up improperly. So that's all I got, so thank you.
Thank you. I'd just like to thank everyone for coming out this evening. There being no further business, I'd like to entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Roll call, please.
Second. I second.
Okay, roll call, please.
Councilperson Bandera?
Yes.
Freeman?
Yes.
Jordan? Yes. Wright?
Yes.
Rogers?
Yes.
Schuster? Yes.
Okay, good night. We are adjourned.